Hey guys, Adam's Ham Radio here. I have the MFJ tuner, which it's driving me absolutely crazy. And there's another ham out there. I can't remember his call, but I've seen him out there. This is the MFJ 99982. You get your this, that. This rolls nice and smooth. I'm trying to repair this for a friend, and I cannot get this thing to tune. If anybody has any information, I did everything. I cleaned this. I did everything. This was binding in here. You tighten up these little nuts in here to tighten it up, and now it's nice and smooth. I could get to the crank. There's the crank right here. See how nice and smooth it's going. It's not binding up. That's bottomed out to 0. This is going up. Problem I'm having here is it's not tuning at all, and I got it shorted right to the back where it's supposed to. As you can see, this is a used tuner. He did not buy this new. He bought this brand new, and I feel sorry for this gentleman, and I'm trying to get this working for him. And I cannot get this thing to tune, or I can put it onto my radio. I can get this to go on my radio, and I'll get a little noise. And as soon as you tune, you get, let's see, for instance. Okay, here we go. We're gonna zero it out all the way down to 0. Okay, go to 0. Okay, we're down to 0. And we start just about coming about 2, almost 3, and the noise comes in. Then you adjust your transmit, and of course your antenna. And this one goes all almost to here, and this will you can hear it just start to come in, and then you just whatever, and then the null comes in, and then you hit your switch, your coax switch. To like your number 1, and it doesn't do anything, and the meter's blown. I think it has to do with a transistor in there, I think, or the meter's blown. The light works. I don't know how the hell he made this dang thing. When I got this thing, it was bad. I cleaned this thing. Is pristine cleaned. When I got it, it was horrible. Somebody wrote stuff in here about the adjustments for the SWR meter, forward, reverse, and all that stuff. It looks very correct. This was all bent to hell. This thing had been hit by lightning or something. I'm not sure or positive. Or one of these plates in these capacitors could be blown out. But when you put your hand on them, you go like this, you can hear the signal go in and out. But I'm wondering if one of these plates in here are shorted. It's almost like when you put the tuner in line, it's like you have no antenna at all plugged in. And then when you try to tune it, it just doesn't do anything. And I'm looking at these suspects here too. I'm gonna ohm these out. I forgot to ohm these out. Usually these don't go anyways. These are like a doorknob, I don't know, what are these, like 50 PF picofarad or something like that. 56 microfarad or something like that. 56 microfarad, picofarad, whatever, or 15 kilovolt. I don't know. This is supposedly a 2,500 watt tuner. I would never put that kind of power into something like this. I mean, yeah, yes, it's a monster, yes, but no. Would I do that? No. Personally, no. Maybe 800-900 watts, yes, but over legal limit? No, I don't think so. In my other suspects too, if I can get this light in here. Those connectors down in there. I looked at those connectors. Right there. I should go on the bottom down there. These seem to be okay. but I have to check more. I've been working on this dang thing for days now, and it's driving me absolutely crazy. I've put like maybe, I want to say at least 10 hours into this thing or more. And I removed every one of these out, cleaned everything, replaced everything back together. When I received it, it was missing bolts, screws here. I had to go to the hardware store, and some of my stuff I had. Some screws were missing out of it. Where was another one that was missing? It was missing on these little side plates where they hold the sandwiches, the plates together, the butterflies. And these were missing. I replaced that one. I replaced this one. I just can't get this thing to tune. I don't know. I'm on my wit's end. I'm trying to help a friend out, a new friend. He told me what he paid for this. He said it worked, and it quit working, and the meter wouldn't work, and that's what he told me. So I says, well, it shouldn't be that bad of a deal to get going again. It could be just a bad, solder joints. I did every damn solder joint in this thing. Either it's that stupid, get some light over here in this situation here. I don't want to hit nothing to break anything here. See that board right there? Right there. That could be my next culprit. I put new, there was a glass receiving or crystal diode or whatever they call those things. You know what I'm talking about for receivers. I replaced this one. It was broken off. I don't know if these are originally like this way, so I put it the same way, this one. And I wonder if this board here is bad. It's not causing any RF to go into the circuit, this T-match circuit. So I'm standing here right in front of this monstrosity, and not like, I don't want to reinvent the wheel on this one myself. I just want to get this thing running. And I'm beating myself to death on this. I mean, I want to give it back to my customer. And he's just not a customer. He's a good friend. And he's trying to help me out as well, too. And when you put your hands on this, when you're not keying up, of course. When you put your hand on this, you hear the static going in and out. But it's very, 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 very light. And then when you tune this thing, it will not tune. It's like you have no antenna connected to the thing at all, period. I grounded it out. I grounded out the connectors. If grounded them more, from the outside. Be sure they're not shorted. They're not shorted, and I did everything, But they skimped on screws. They did this again. They got 2 screws holding a SL239 on. There should be 4 screws holding this. I feel like drilling out the other extra 2 holes and putting all the screws in there. I mean, that could be a problem, yes or no, or these connectors could be no good. I don't know. Just like with my antenna, the antenna I just did, I had the problem with the connectors on that. But everybody's going to say, well, there's your problem right there. No, but this should fire off no matter what. I bypassed all that stuff. I even just used wire in my house, and then I used it onto my from the areas where the antennas would go on. I ran it from the wire from my radio to the tuner and a piece of wire in the house, and it didn't even tune out or didn't even make any difference. I don't know. I checked just about everything, but I gotta check that board. I'm not, because somebody was in here before me. I didn't do anything to this thing. The only thing I did is I cleaned it up, and some of these were marked blue. I don't know if that's from the factory. This has been in the factory before, and then somebody else had it, and then he did something, and he blew it up, did something, or got hit by lightning. I'm not very sure, but it's not getting any kind of type of signal. nothing, just a little wee weep of noise. And like a regular tuner, you get that null up, down, and you can just tune it out and then use your inductance. You can hear, you know, that's example right there. When you use the inductance, you turn that roller inductor, and once you hear the static, it comes in louder, 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 then you adjust your matcher, your T-match right here. And it doesn't even do that. So folks, I don't know. I'm kind of stumped on this deal. If you guys have any information on me for me, I looked at the schematic. The schematic is like confusing. I don't know. It's like trying to reinvent the tuner on this thing. It's like they don't want you to fix these. It seems like. But why is this thing so dang? Oh, that's bright as it goes. It's light. But like I said, this thing does not tune. I don't understand. But I'm gonna have to ohm out those capacitors there. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, it did. See, I had to resolder all this stuff. Tight, and knock back some of that copper coating on there. And I'm gonna ask the owner when he I'm gonna tell him to watch this video, and I'm gonna tell him what I did. I did do all the solder joints. I put some screws back in here. Screws back in the bottom plate here. You know, that holds the capacitors in. These were all missing. There were some things missing down there. I think someone tried to... He said he bought it off somewhere. I don't know where. He didn't tell me specifically, but... he bought it somewhere, and he said, "Oh, it works fine, you know, blah 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 blah." He said he turned it on, worked with it, and then it quit working. I don't know if he accidentally arced it out, or it just shorted itself, arced somewhere, and I can't find that short. I could be here for 20 years and try to figure out where this short is. I'll never find it. So God only knows. I mean, I don't know. What you guys think, you tell me in the comments below. I've been working on this, just driving me absolutely crazy. And somebody was working on it. They have like gray and black for a wire. I don't know what that's all about. And of course, they got all that inside there, as you can see. I mean, everything looks clean as I would put it back together. It looks pretty darn good. I put a new battery in there for them, and yeah, look, the capacitors don't look burnt out. I cleaned them with alcohol, everything with alcohol, and there was labels in there too, like number 2, number 1. Yeah, see it. I don't know if there's any like a washer or something that contacts anything, or am I missing something here, or this switch could be bad. I noticed this switch was cocked a little bit, and it has a burn right there, as you can see it right down there, from a soldering iron or something. I can't even get to it. I don't have a pointer, but there's the wafer switch. You see on the right hand side there, right there. Somebody did something there. I think either that, this wafer switch is bad, as it's all marked up with stuff. And it doesn't look kosher to me at all, really. But it does switch in between antennas. But the tuner does not work at all, whatever I throw at it. So I'm in a standstill right here. And I've never had a problem working on an antenna tuner in my life. I've rebuilt this one. That was easy, and then I built a Heathkit tuner down there. And now this is a modern thing, and I can't even get to it. Come on. I'm just showing everybody that this is all the stuff. The blue is not from me. That was from somebody else. I tugged the hell out of those. Those are fine. But this one with the silvers, in the middle, I knocked back a lot of that copper Yeah, it looks kind of gobby, but that's how they did it. But then I had to do it over. That's just, this is how they do things over there. And I cut back some of that, did the same thing they did there too. I pulled all these hard as it would pull a damn elephant. So, and I straightened out the, I think this was dropped. I even straightened out this. This was all bent. This was all bent to hell. It was all like twisted. And I wonder if one of these capacitors are twisted and it's shorting somewhere. One of these capacitors are shorted. Because I think it's been dropped, because I could tell, because you can see by that wafer switch inside there, it's kind of like on an angle. I noticed that. It's kind of cocked this way a little. And it just does not look right. And there's a solder burn right on the side, right there, right on that side. Man, my fingers are even all burnt up. Right where I showed you, right there. See that? Yeah, and there's supposed to be like a spring or something on this roller inductor, but the roller inductor rolls pretty good. Let me put this down somehow here without damaging anything else here. See the roller inductor. That thing is going out towards the back, I believe. Yep. Okay, this should stop right about there. Okay, let me go back. Then we're gonna go back this way. Just don't squeak. This is like actually the quietest one I've ever actually turned is this one here. And there's the roller right there. There's supposed to be like a spring or some kind of like something in here. I don't know. I don't remember. And these are very loose too. It's kind of little. It's supposed to be that loose. But I don't know. I've been looking at that right in there. I don't know. I'm looking in there. Okay, yeah, there's a spring in there. It's still in there. It's on this side of the shaft right here. But yeah. So I don't know, guys. This is it, man. I tell you, I'm glad I never owned one of these. I own the cheaper, junky ones, but they work better than this thing does. And this thing is worth. I would never pay the money they wanted for this originally. But like I said, I can't get any tune or anything. It's like pretend here's a cheap tuner. Okay, you hit your inductance, okay, number or letter or J or A, okay. You get the noise from your receiver, of course, you know, or whatever. And then you hit your transmitter and your antenna. You just tickle it each side you go. Then you watch your meter go from here and it goes down, and none of this reflected. What this tuner does absolutely nothing. It does nothing at all, nothing. And if the meter doesn't work on that, so I had to put one of my other meters on this. It just moves it one notch. That's it. That's it. Doesn't do absolutely nothing. Doesn't move the capacitors. Actually, do move. I turned it on my Kenwood. There's a dB meter right here, as you can see. Sometimes the dB meter would move a little bit, but not when you this is on receive. Now, if you do it on transmit, it wouldn't move at all. So I don't know, folks. I'm on a standstill. I got a really. I have a schematic, and it's just like reading a chicken scratch, and the schematic is horrible. I mean, they should have it more detailed. I feel like I'm failing on this because I've done just about everything on this thing. This is, like I said, when I got this whole unit, it was just covered in grease, dirt. It had silicone grease because of that. Somebody had a problem with the squeaking, maybe. And I I really honestly don't know what's going on with this tuner. Everything works. It should work. But I'm getting capacitance or whatever you call it. When you touch this or that, you can hear it go. The signal's going in and out. And this is plugged right. That's I got it for coax. You put that up. That's for for your what do you call it there? The single line. Maybe that's what I should try. Maybe I should just hook up a single wire on it and see if it'll tune up a piece of wire. Well, I don't know. If it doesn't do that, I don't know what else to do. I've had this in my possession for about 4 or 5 days now, going on 5 days, and I've been working on this thing nonstop. And then the gentleman I'm working on it, he goes, "Did you get that thing yet? Going yet? Did you shoot it yet?" I feel like shooting it. Bring out the old piece and start putting bullets in this thing anytime soon. I'd be glad to, but damn, I tell you, I don't know, guys. You tell me what you think. I'm scratching my head here. I don't know. I've been searching, chasing my tail around. And like I said, I'm trying not to reinvent this thing. I just want to get it able to work the way it's supposed to. Your balanced lines, I don't care. You don't run that. He runs coax. I run coax. I don't run any of that stuff. Again, we're just trying to get this thing working. Everything runs smooth. The verniers turn smooth on these the butterflies. That turns nice, but I cannot get it to tune or cannot get any receive come out of that thing. It's like I got a dead short. Connectors we checked. 2, it could be a shorted capacitor. It ain't this guy here, the inductance, the inductor. That's fine. It's one of these guys here has a short in it somewhere. It's like I said, this has been tweaked. And then there were screws missing on the bottom here, like right down here, one there, one in the inside. So, anyways, guys, I don't know. I think I made my point. I hope. So, I got some of my radios even covered up because I haven't used them in a while because it's so dang dusty. You know, when you get the air on, you got to put. But anyways, I'm in my wit's end over here. This is driving me absolutely crazy. But my shack is a mess. I got to clean my shack. I even got a chance to clean did not get a chance to clean my shack yet. And I'm working on trying to get this thing going. I'm focusing on this. But yeah, all these have been resoldered. This has been straightened out. The bands here. If I'm not getting any capacitance or any kind of inductance or anything, I'm gonna have to mic these up or mic them out. I'm gonna have to ohm these out, see what I'm getting for ohmage. Because if these go, that could be a problem. Because But anyways, guys, we're at say 73 on this one there. Just figured I'd share what's going on and what I've been doing. Figured I'd make a new video. I'm trying to get this one, working, and it's getting really on my nerves. Really, really on my nerves. But anyways, you guys tell me what you think. I don't know. I'm stumped on this one. Anyways, Adam's Ham Radio. I'm gonna go QRT on this one. Later. Catch you on the next one.